Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. Here is Sadia Naseem, your botany teacher from Behriya Foundation College, Nashir of Rose. Students, today we are going to discuss the topic pollination. In my previous lecture, I have told you about the flower. What is a flower? Flower is a beautiful and reproductive part of the plant. We also discussed about the parts of flower. How many parts of a flower have? Their flower has 4 parts. Which are they? Carpel, stamen, petal and sepal. These are parts of flower: sepal, petal, stamen, carpel. Okay, I have also told you about the complete flower, incomplete flower, or unisexual flower, bisexual flower. All these terms we have learned. Today we are going to discuss about the pollination. Students, as I told you, flower is a reproductive part of the plant. Okay, so the sepal and petal, these both are the vegetative parts of the plant. They are the vegetative part of the plant. So which are the reproductive part of plant? Reproductive parts are the carpel and stamen. Look at this. This is the carpel. Okay, this is a carpel. The female reproductive part of flower is a carpel. Look at this. This is the carpel. Okay, it is female reproductive part of the flower. Carpel has 3 parts: ovary, style, stigma. The basal part of carpel is ovary. Long neck of carpel is style, and the upper portion of the carpel is called the stigma. Ovary, style and stigma. And here is the ovule. It is the female reproductive part of the flower. Now the male reproductive part of flower are the stamens. Stamens and carpel are variable in number. Part of stamen are the filament and anther. Okay, filament and anther, these are the parts of the stamen. Stamen is the male reproductive part of the flower. Inside the anther there are produced pollen grains. Okay, the pollen grains are produced inside the anther. Now female reproductive part is carpel. Male reproductive part or male reproductive organ of the flower is the stamen. Female reproductive cell is this ovule, and male reproductive cells are the pollens which are produced inside the anther. So today our topic is the pollination. What is pollination? We define the pollination as transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma is called the pollination. Okay, transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma is known as the pollination. As I told you, pollen are produced here inside the anther. This is the stigma. I have told you 3 parts of the ovary, which are ovary, style and stigma. These pollen grains liberate into the air when at maturity this anther becomes hard and it bursts. Its wall will burst. It will open, and after opening it, the pollen grains will liberate into the air. Now these pollen grains will move towards the style. This movement of pollen grain from anther to stigma is known as pollination. The stigma is sticky. This surface of stigma is sticky. Pollen grains stick here and move inside. Okay, the transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma is known as pollination. Now how this transfer of pollen grains take place? There are different means of transfer. This transfer can be by air. As pollen grains are very small in size, they are microscopic. They can move through air. They can fly through air. Okay, by water, pollen grains may flow with the help of water because they are very lightweight. They flow in water, and at another place they may reach to the stigma of some flower. By animals, how this can occur by animals or birds? Sometimes pollen grains stick with the body of animals because they are sticky. Pollen grain has surface like this, two layered, inner layer is smooth and outer layer is like this rough. This rough surface helps to attach themselves towards the animal body. Okay, so this may be reached to the animal by attachment or by bird. Sometimes birds may attach to the body of birds, or there are different these ways by which pollen grains can move from from anther to stigma. Now, types of pollination. There are two types of pollination. One is the self pollination and second one is the cross pollination. Which are these types? Self pollination and cross pollination. Okay, self pollination and cross pollination. So let's discuss the self pollination. This is the self pollination which I have shown you in this picture. It is the transfer of pollen from stamen of flower to stigma of the same flower or another flower but present on the same plant. Okay, self pollination is the transfer of pollen grains from the anther of one flower to the stigma of the same flower or to another flower which is present on the same plant. Okay, pollination within the same plant is called the self pollination. Transfer of pollen grain from stigma of one flower to transfer of pollen grain from anther of one flower to the stigma of the same flower or to the stigma of the other flower which is present on the same plant. That is known as self pollination. And cross pollination. Cross pollination is the transfer of pollen grain from the stigma of the same flower to the anther of another flower. Stigma of one flower, transfer of pollens from stigma of one flower to the anther of another flower on another plant. Okay, another flower also on another plant, not on the same plant. It is known as the cross pollination. Okay, some flowers self pollinate, but majority of angiosperms have mechanisms that make it difficult or impossible for a flower to pollinate itself. There is present cross pollination in most of the plants. Most of angiosperms, they show the cross pollination. Okay, the deciduous plants cause the cross pollination, and many other plants like the gymnosperm, angiosperm, they have the gymnosperms are non-flowering plant. Angiosperms have the cross pollination. Okay, then pollen tube grow down the carpel. It was about the pollination. After pollination, here tube is formed which is known as pollen tube, which grow toward the carpel and fertilize it. This process of fertilization and then making of zygote we will discuss on the next chapter. We will discuss another most important, most interesting thing in this chapter, that is double fertilization, which occurs only in the angiosperm, doesn't occur in any other type of plant. Okay, today our topic was the pollination. So you have to make your own notes on pollination with diagrams. Write down definition of pollination, their types, means of pollination and benefit of pollination for plant. Okay, I'm waiting for your homework. Allah Hafiz.